Begin transmission.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
I will.
You caught me.
How are y'all?
I didn't think I was going to be on screen right away. That's a
Well, it happened that way when Largo put itself in the ring, but that's okay. Hey, everything's great. Yeah, I got you on here, Will, because Largo disappeared on me, and I was worried. So I got you now. So we're three of us tonight, folks. How's everybody doing?
Yep.
Oh, good. I got to get out a little early today, so that was nice.
Yeah, technically, I'm not really
nice.
here because my electricity's still out, and I'll only be here as long as my phone battery doesn't die.
Oh, your electricity's out. Oh shit. Look, if you need to hit the road and take care of business, do it. Cause I got Will here. He'll take up, man.
Largo, you got a storm brewing over there? What's going on? Or any explanation? Or just
No, I think Eduardo's just been chewing on the lines or something.
Gotcha.
No storm, no nothing. Everything's been working
Let's see who
fine.
else here tonight. Johnny Sorn. Yeah, my internet's going to be hell today too because it's been raining. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Shambolics, Bjorn, good to see you. No Way Farms is here. Good to see you. No Way. I've been meaning to ask No Way. I think I asked in the chat. He might have missed it. Do you just do hogs, or you do all kinds of livestock, and do you grow crops as well? I'm just curious. Moving on down, Mr. Eldor's in the house. Good to see you, Master Versal Toy Hunter. Boba Hicks is here. Good to see you, sir. Adam from Radical Toys is in the house. Good to see you, Adam. Adam just woke up. Jesse Hughes, the Epic Badger. The chat's popping and the show hadn't even started. Yeah, chat's good. Everybody's in tonight. And there's Wilhelm Toy and Hobby. He said he got off work early. Isn't that great, Will?
It really is.
And I guess that about catches me up. Sir Clifton's here. Hey, good to see you, Sir Clifton. Shout out to Sir Clifton. He's one of my new Patreons. Glad you're helping out the show, sir. Manic Plastic Toy Shop. Michael Purvis, good to see you there, sir. And Hogs, Garden, Grapes, and Cherries, says No Way. That's cool. Eduardo been chewing on the lines again. Asked Bjorn. Blue Sasquatch wants to know if it's live or not. Yeah, it's live. You made it fun.
Oh, I thought it was a pre-recorded.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him. He's here with us live now. Looking to expand the chicken state. Listen to this. Oh, wait, he's going to expand the chickens. Wife and I are sorting baby clothes, so I'm distracted. Okay, well, that's okay. But chicken farming sounds like a good thing to get into these days. I hope you don't lose your shirt on it, but I think you're going to make some money if you can make it at it.
Wait, that was his secret.
Recorded live stream. Oh, I'm sorry, Will.
No, that's all right.
I just
having some fun.
There's only so long we can go with that, but I noticed that seems to be what he does every time he joins any live stream, not just us. So, well, I decided that I was going to try to have a small bit of a theme today. in whatever collecting that we do, whatever toy line that we're collecting, if it's just toy line or DVDs or vinyl records or video games or whatever it is that we're collecting, do we ever truly get satisfied? Do we ever reach a point where we say, okay, I've got everything I ever wanted. I can sit back on my laurels now and just enjoy what I have? That's the question. You guys can start talking about that. And Will, what do you think about that? Have you ever gotten to that point with anything that you've done?
Um, listen, I think about it this way, because I've actually stopped collecting, but I never really just like. I know there's people like Gojatron, for example. I think he said at one point he just kind of sold it all, right? And he was out of collecting, and then he got back into it. So uh, Gojatron does say he's satisfied for at least 10 minutes at a time. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say no. For me, because even when I wasn't collecting, I was still kind of dabbling, and I was interested. I was sneaking a peek here or there, but I wasn't actively collecting. But I always had plans to do it. And no, I would say even if I had every item that I ever wanted, I'd probably still find something out there. They keep releasing stuff, but even for vintage, you can complete a line, but then it's like, okay, I'm complete on figures. Do I start collecting, play sets and um, vehicles and expanding that way? So I would
Yep.
say for some of us, yes. But there are those people that just dabble. They don't fully collect stuff. They just yeah, Eduardo runs Bartertown. That's right. But
Well, my
yeah,
philosophy's always been one more. There's always room for one more.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So for me,
Well,
I don't think so. I think it'll be a lifelong thing. I'll be doing this, far past the age that I should be.
you already are.
Yeah, I know.
Well, here's the thing. What got me thinking about this was all right, and I know I'm going to piss some people off. Sorry, guys, but the Origins line is starting to come to its conclusion. The writing is on the wall. The things that have been produced are going to come out. Okay, that's this new Snake Mountain, the Point Dread Talon Fighter, the figures that we've seen leaked. Okay, that stuff's already come off the plastic factories uh, line. Okay, so they got to get rid of that stuff. They can't warehouse it. Walmart is out of the game, so I don't know what's going to happen with Moss Man. But Walmart is giving you the big middle finger to Mattel. They're saying, "Okay, we're through with all the He-Man shit. It's no longer going to be on our shelves." I don't know what Target's going to do, but I got a sneaking suspicion that it's going to be the same thing. Now, will the Motu Origins line move over to the collector shelf? I hope so. I really do. But I don't think that Mattel's going to produce anything more than what they've already got coming off the production lines. Okay. It's already been produced that we've seen leaked. Okay. The stuff that was at Spielwagen. Okay. That stuff's done. So they got to get rid of it. That's why it's on deep discount and all that shit. Hopefully, Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store will get their hands on some of this stuff, and we can get it that way. But going to Walmart and Target right now, that's going to be out of the question, guys. So I was thinking, am I done with Origins? For the most part, I am. Okay, I've got all the figures that I really wanted to get out of the line. Yeah, Eduardo, he's going to town out there. I can hear it, man.
He is not satisfied.
Not at all. He's mad. He says, "Let's turn
Yeah.
our electricity back on."
Bill, I would say there's a lot of really good comments coming in on this. If you want to go through some of them,
Yeah.
yeah,
Let's start here at the top here.
yeah,
Got on okay. Manic Plastic. That's our friend Michael Purvis says. I think I'm really at the point where Masters of the Universe toy lines and all the leaks coming out and reveals it's a little bit too much at once. That's because they got to get rid of that shit. Okay. They've got it. They know they're not going to be able to get it out at Walmart and Target anymore, which is where they was aiming to put it. So they've got to get it. They can't warehouse it. That's losing money every day. It sits in a warehouse.
Well, I'm kind of hoping this means it's an opportunity because there's a lot of other intellectual properties that Mattel is just sitting on. They haven't done anything with. You know, we've got Major
I
Matt
hope so.
Mason. We got the old Big Jim line. They could go into something else and do just as well as they have with Motu. Even use the same Motu origin style.
Sir Clifton says, I can truly say my Oakley collection that my goal was to hit 100 pairs by 3 years, and I collected 2020, 2021, and reached that goal mid-year 2021. Ever since then, I'm satisfied with what I have. Very good, sir.
You say you're satisfied, but could you, come across someone with a really cool pair, and then you look at them? And
all right.
More?
Here's a prime example. Will. And yeah, if he's lurking in here, I'm calling you out, Grindhead Jim. Okay, Grindhead Jim says he's only collecting the things that went to retail, right? But I guarantee you that when he gets to that point, he's going to start looking at some of that shit that he never got or never was able to get, and he might just start looking for it at decent prices. We all know he's a cheapskate. He's not going to pay eBay prices for that shit. He wants to get good prices. But I bet you damn money that if he got a chance to get that Eternia play set at a price that he would be willing to afford to get it, how much you want to bet he'd get that thing in a heartbeat, Will?
Oh, for sure.
Exactly. There's always something out there that you haven't got that you'll get, even if you think that you're at the end.
Oh, I know. And I mean, right. Maybe we tell ourselves.
Just one more. Just one more drink. Come on. Just one more drink.
Well, that's the trick, isn't it? I mean, we may not ever reach a point of satisfaction, but you got to find that point of contentment. Contentment and satisfaction aren't always the same thing.
Well, that's true. They're mutually exclusive things. You're right. I'm currently going through my annual ritual of selling some stuff. I saw that Gojatron, and if you guys are on Instagram and you're friends with Gojatron, he's got a second Instagram where he's selling shit, and it's a good way to get some good shit that you don't have that Gojatron decided that he doesn't want to keep. So keep your eye on the ball because it's like first come, first serve.
Yeah, it's Goji Sells is the name of the other Instagram. Sells.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up or maybe Bjorn, do you have a link to that? You can put that up there because that's continuing to go on, right? So he's gonna have his current offerings plus more. So you really want to check that out.
And he's got a good point there too, guys. His satisfaction is in a continuous state of flux. I can understand that. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ted Darkclaw says, stuck at work tonight. Catch the replay.
Hey,
All right. Good deal, Ted. Jordell Fresh Breeze says, collecting and bidding on eBay becomes a hobby in and of itself and can become more important and time consuming than the original hobby. Well, that's another point is the having of the item, the where you get the most joy, or is it the search for the item?
For me, it's the search and the finding of it. So I might have this like mental kind of list. It's not an actual list, but if I come across something, it's that discovery, finding a good deal on eBay.
That's kind of like taking drugs, though. Okay, so we the search for the item and then the finding of the item is where we get the satisfaction. But now that we found it, it's time to look for something else because now we got to get that fix again. And then you get the law of diminishing returns, right?
Yep.
Well, that's one thing I miss about the old scavenger hunts when you could go to the flea market or whatnot and find some good deals. Half the fun was haggling and getting to meet people who also collected. That's kind of gone away. Everything's online.
Eldor's got a little news here on Mossman. Origins Mossman showed up on that French toy site Lulu Berlou. I think it's called. So yes, it's interesting. Now that's the other thing that I was going to talk about with the Origins line It's kind of reaching the end. All that shit has been produced over there in China. It's got to go because they can't warehouse it. So what are they going to do with it? Well, they're going to dump it everywhere they can. And I think the European market, we've already seen that happen with Wave 2 when Walmart wouldn't order it. What did they do with it? They dumped that shit all over there in Europe. We couldn't get none of it unless we paid stupid eBay prices for it. I'm afraid that's what's going to happen, like with Moss Man, for instance, and some of this other stuff, the last of the snake waves, and that very, very last wave with all those repaints that I could care less about, but you know. Jesse Hughes, Goji Shrine, can you say no to a Haya King Ghidra? Probably not. I nearly stopped getting stuff until after Joe Fest. Well, I know you got to save your money so you can spend it all at Joe Fest. Yeah, Eduardo is a little feisty tonight. Hey, Gap After Dark, good to see you in the house. We're doing pretty good. Talking about, do we ever get satisfied with our collections? Well, a good example of that as I'm continuing to run through the chat here. So I'm a superpowers collector. I've got all of Wave 1, 2, and 3, which is it. That's it, right? You can't.
You're breaking up there,
Go no
Bill.
further than that as far as figures go.
Okay.
Yep.
Does that include the Justice Jogger?
Yep.
Oh Lord.
I'm getting to that. Okay, so I got a Batmobile. I've got Calibac's Boulder Bomber. What else do I have as far as vehicles go? I've got a Batcopter, which they're hard to find. That was like a grail piece for me to get that Batcopter. But as far as like the Delta Probe 1, I never was interested in getting that. The Dark Side Destroyer. I wasn't.
I can't hear you. You're frozen, Bill.
It's that Justice Jogger. It's got him tongue tied.
Yeah, right. It's my internet that's got me tongue tied. I might have to go here in a minute. I hope not. But yeah, I was not really interested in a Dark Side Destroyer until I saw Grindhead Jim open his up and play with it again. And then I'm like, man, I really would like to have that. It's too big, though. It's really too big.
It's huge.
Yeah,
I got it for Christmas when I was a kid, and it was just gigantic. So,
and then there's the Justice Jogger, which that's the stupidest vehicle ever created. The only way I could justify it is by pretending that it's Superman's Kryptonian battle suit, which it's not. But here's the thing. All right, so I'm at the point where I say my superpowers collection, I'm satisfied. It's not complete, but I'm at the satisfaction point with it, right? Well, if I got a chance to get my hands on a Dark Side Destroyer at a decent price, yeah,
sure.
I get it. Delta Probe 1, probably.
Yeah, if the right opportunity arose.
Yeah, as much as I hate to admit it, I'd probably get the damn Justice Jogger just to say, yeah, I got a Justice Jogger too. And then I'd have it all.
But you're not actively searching for one.
No, I'm not actively searching for any of this stuff. But yeah, I'd probably complete out my collection if I got these things at a decent price and in pretty good shape. That's important. And then there's the other thing. So superpowers related, the McFarlane Superpowers Revival. So I've got everything except Gimp Batman so far. I don't really plan on getting him, and no, I'm not even tempted. And I'd rather get a Justice Jogger than Gimp Batman.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that one either. But
as far as the new vehicles
a lot of them on the pegs.
Yeah, as far as the new vehicles go, I have a Batwing. I have a Supermobile. Actually, I have doubles of those. Stay tuned, folks. We may do something with those doubles here on the show here this summer. We'll see. And then we got the new vehicles that haven't been released yet that have been teased. The updated Batmobile, which I'm not truly interested in, but I might just get it if I see it on the shelf and it interests me. And the one I really am interested in is that invisible jet.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Have we seen any renderings or anything of it? Because
Yeah, we saw some. Yeah, here comes Largo back again.
oh,
Looks
great.
like we lost him and now he's back again. So there's a ghost here.
Hey, twice the Largo, twice the fun.
Ooh, Ghost Largo. Have to excise him.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we
yeah,
got we
yeah,
got a
we
lot.
saw those 3D pictures that they took
Hmm.
the prototype images. We saw those where the Batmobile looked okay, and the invisible jet looked a little fat in the middle. But hey, those were pre-production 3D cartoon images of what they were thinking about producing. That's
Yeah,
not final production. So there's probably a lot of tweaking to be done on those. But that's the point. So was my superpowers collection complete? Was I satisfied? Well, Todd McFarlane came and unsatisfied me for a little bit here, right?
yeah, yep,
Going on down the line, now there goes Largo again. The internet's not happy with him tonight.
yeah,
I'll keep collecting origins until they become third-party sales. I'm sure a new Motu line will eventually take over. Well, sure it will, but it won't be origins. That's the thing. And right now, who knows when that'll be? Because when a toy line ends like this, it doesn't come back for many, many years because retailers are like, all right, this line did not produce the way we wanted it to, or it's played out. We're not in on it. And
yeah,
Mattel and the other big toy companies, they're aware of that. That's why when something goes on the back burner, it stays there for a good long while until a new brand manager comes along and decides to revive it. Which, in the case of Motu, was how many years? Almost 20 years.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's been revived several times, but oh, Gap After Dark says that yeah, the Goodwill in perfect condition, never opened 2013 X-Men Fighter. I did a live stream earlier this week, and you were the person I was talking about because I was showing off my Steel Monsters, and I said someone else I know. I think I saw it on Instagram, or maybe it was on a community tab or something. There was a post somewhere, Gap. I'm pretty sure you did, where I saw that you scored that X-wing. So yeah, congratulations, man. That's a
Hey,
great
hey, hey,
score. You guys,
Will,
yeah.
are you a shopper at Goodwill?
Well, there's one right next to the supermarket I go to, so every once in a while I'll just pop in there. I don't.
When you go in there, I know you're always going over the toy section, but do you
Yeah,
ever go and look at like the kitchenware, the cups, and the
sure. Yeah,
glasses and
yeah.
shit like that? All right, here's what I'm looking for. I
Oh,
want a
some
new
Coca
coffee
Cola
cup.
stuff.
I want a new coffee cup. And I saw one. I don't know where I saw this, and I got to have it because it just fits with me. It says "Have a nice day" right here on the front,
Okay.
but when you go to drink it on the bottom, it flips you the bird. I want that. I want that
If I
really,
see
really
something
bad.
like that, I would definitely get you one. So yeah, that's awesome. But
Eduardo is
yeah,
not having a
congrats to
bar
Gap.
of origins ending. He's telling Mattel all about Bill. Hey, all right, there, y'all do it. I'd love to see
Oh,
Captain Power come back. Now that would be
I would
nice.
I would say
But see, with
underrated
Captain
show
Power,
and
now with
origin.
Captain Power, you've got to have something like the videotapes or the series to go with, so the ships can do their thing. You got to get those memorabilia back in there somehow. How would that work? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Radical Mom just popped in. She says, just popped in to listen to Eduardo. Hi, Will, Bill, and Jim. Hi, Radical Boy. She's saying hey to her son. That's
Hi,
sweet.
Radical Mom.
Yeah. Gap says that 2013 X-wing I got at Goodwill for $12.50 in perfect condition. It's worth at
That is
least
great, guys.
$164.
Hey, if I'm
Ooh,
not saying that you can
a
always find
great
treasures at a
find.
Goodwill, but
Congratulations.
if you check, I mean, because I've been going to that same Goodwill, popping in once a week, maybe less often, and for like 8 years now. And every once in a while you do score something. So that's pretty cool, you know. So always check.
Yeah, everyone has a price. Hey, speaking of everyone has a price, have you checked out what's going on over there at Mr. Home Arcade?
No, I haven't. Well, I've been pretty out of it, Bill. You know,
Yeah, I know
with the
you've been
exception of
busy, and
coming in
I
here,
hope
yeah.
things have gotten better for you. By the way,
Yeah, yeah, things are looking up. So
all right,
should be
that's good.
back to normal.
Speaking of looking up, I don't know if you guys pray or anything like that. If you don't, then good thoughts do wonders as well. Our friend Motu Jones is going through some hell these
Oh,
last couple of weeks, really,
I did
really
not know
bad.
that.
Yeah, he's about got things under control, but he's just been worn to the frazzle by all this life that's been dumped on his ass. So
Oh,
if you can give him some good thoughts, think about him
yeah,
in your mind,
absolutely, man.
please
Oh,
do, because
I hate to hear that.
he needs
Yeah,
all the good energy that he can
Joneser,
get.
man. Yeah, good vibes
But
going your way, man.
but
I
going
really
back to
hope things
Mr.
work
Home
out.
Arcade, Mr. Home Arcade has gotten his hands on a few vintage toys to add to his collection. And then he went and he got the WWE Superstars Ted DiBiase figure, who he has turned into the Eternian used car salesman hustler, who's selling used
Okay,
equipment at a
okay.
cheap price. So I'm looking forward to the videos he's going to produce with this. But he had on his community tab, he's released some teaser photos of what Hustler looks like and Hustler's car lot, which has lots of Rotons, a Spydor, uh, several other vehicles
Yeah,
there.
hardly used, right?
Oh
This
yeah,
Roton was driven
of
by an
course,
old lady just at the supermarket.
of course,
Probably, yeah.
he's got Triclops and Merman working for him as repo man.
That's great. That's great. That's a lot
Oh,
of
it's
fun. That sounds like a good time.
it's beautiful. It's
We'll
beautiful.
have
I
to check
love what
that
he's
out.
doing.
Let's see if we can
Yeah,
get a link to that. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
journey is always better than a destination.
Bjorn, I agree with that 100%. For me, it's the search, the hunt, the thrill of the
And
hunt.
if you guys are looking for some deals on toys, there it is. Goji Sales on Instagram. Thank you, Bjorn. Uh, just this question is to all three of you. In the 87 Eternia playset hit and deemed the end of the line for a while, we hit crowdfund Eternia, and now we have this in retail. Is Eternia cursed? No, Eternia is not cursed, and it's going to come in. Uh, they knew that they would never be able to sell that at retail. Okay. Did they know the line was going to end when they crowdfunded that? I'm pretty sure the writing was on the wall. But at that point, everything had already been done.
It's, yeah, but a lot of times things like those corporate decisions do, you know, when they cut something off, they just cut it off. Someone makes a decision
Yeah,
until, you know, it's
now
over. So.
I know that we all have a bit of disdain for a certain person who likes to produce lots and lots of videos, critical of a lot of different things, and he's been saying a lot of stuff. But all right, I don't agree with everything the man says, but some of the man what some of the man says has merit. Okay, and one of the things that he said recently is absolutely true. When a toy line ends, the toy companies don't announce that. They don't go around going, "Okay, Motu's over, everybody." No, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
they're not going to
They
waste
will not
resources
do
on
that.
that.
They've got to
Hmm.
get rid of their product, and if they go around announcing that it's over with, they're not going to get rid of that product. They're going to be stuck with it, and they can't have that. That wastes money. Okay, so they're going to play this out for as long as they can. But we can see with our own eyes that Walmart's already taken the planogram down. Now, will they move it over to the collector section? They might. I hope they do, but I don't hold out any hope. The Walmart collector section is shit anyway. I've never seen a good Walmart collector section. Have you, Will?
No, no, no. It's I started like when I discovered it, I would stop by it on my trips, but I've been skipping it for a while now, just because it's always the same stuff and
Yeah.
it's mostly
Now,
Funko Pop.
now
So
let's talk about the Target collector section that's over there behind the electronics. It's pretty decent. And yes, there are play sets over there, but it's like the McFarlane play sets. They're able
Yeah,
to
they're
fit that
like a
shelf space.
medium-sized box. Yeah, that's all
Uh,
I've ever seen. As a matter
could
of
I
fact, I've never
could
seen
I
those
could I
places.
foresee seeing a Point Dread and the Talon Fighter over there? Maybe, depending on how big the box is. Do I foresee Snake Mountain being over there? Oh, no. That's too big.
Yeah,
And I don't think Target's in on that. How many Gray Skulls did I see at Target? And mine,
I
goose
didn't see
egg.
any. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think Bjorn was saying they had like a dozen of them at his. So it's weird.
Well,
Um,
all of his stores have everything we always want, right?
they certainly do. Yep.
What's Jesse asking here? Doesn't Motu still have the Fright Zone to make? They haven't made a Fright Zone, but I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for them to produce one either.
Hmm.
What they showed over at Spielwaden is all that you're going to see. Okay, that's it. There's not going to be anything probably after Slamurai and all that. Those repaints, Snake Tila. See what Johnny Sorensen said. There is a special field around Australia that keeps Origin from entering our shores. I don't know about that. Uh, somebody somewhere I want to around. Okay.
Yeah, you're breaking up there, Bill.
Can you hear me?
I missed that. Now we could hear you. Yes.
All right. So I saw some pictures, I think it was on Instagram, of someone in Australia showing pictures of some of the newest waves hitting stores over there. Now, I know Australia is a whole lot nearer to China than we are. Do I think that Mattel might take a gamble and dump some of that stuff in Australia? Sure, I do. If they think they can make
I'm losing you again. Yeah, I
money
can't hear you.
and get
Nothing.
rid of it there.
I hear you smoking.
Am I back?
Now you're here. Yeah, now you're back. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eldor, I know your little portal to the earth is located over there in New Zealand. He says, still more they can expand on with Origins, though, if they did continue, like Powers of Grayskull, more of the 2000X characters, and the Princess of Power figures, Drag Store, Shadow Weaver, et al., Queen Marlena. You're never going to see a Queen Marlena in this line. I've already made up my mind. I've got a customizer making me a Queen Marlena as we speak. That will be arriving probably in the next month or two. And when it gets here, I'll show it to you, and it's going to look sharp as hell. It's not going to have all the articulation of an Origins figure, but it's going to have probably as much articulation as the original ones did. Bill the Boar is frisky today.
oh, kind of like your internet.
He is almost as passionate as our weird, fantastic. Frozen in Time. The Justice Jogger is majestic.
Hey, Masters Media.
There's Rolo. Hey, Rolo,
Hi,
man.
Rolo.
Good to see you, man. As I've had to reduce large parts of my collection, and I'm now refocused on what is still possible, and I still feel happy with it, there's always a missing piece. Oh, yes. Yeah, there's a
Yep.
missing piece, all right, and I have it
Yeah.
over here in a box. I'm going to send it to you. I was going to send it by way of Grindhead Jim, but if I get an address that I can send it directly to you, I'll foot the damn outrageous ass bill that it's going to cost to send it to you, because I know you want this piece. Bjorn says we all have those items where we wouldn't normally get, but if that item is in front of us and available to purchase, well, hell yeah, I would get it. You're right, Bjorn.
Yeah, sure.
Bjorn's got a good point. Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
CGI Mossman figure was shown up on the Mattel store site. I saw that, Eldor. I saw that. Amidst the CGI series being canceled for its next season, but all that is still up in the wind, indeed. So who knows? Well, the thing is, This stuff is always planned, what, three years in advance, which means that,
yeah, at least.
yeah, that means that by the time it gets to this point, everything that they designed and sent to the factory to get produced is already made, ready to go to market, and then the market's gone for it. So they got to get rid of that shit. So start watching Mattel Creations. A lot of what you want is going to be there, I guarantee you, especially towards the end of the line. That end of the line stuff that's going to be hard for them to push out to retailers. They're gonna sell it right off the damn site. I guarantee you. Bjorn says, "Good thing the invisible jet comes in a box, so we wouldn't be able to see it." Well, you know that. What was it? What was that stupid sitcom that they made that was set in the DC universe that didn't last almost a half a season? There's Largo back again. Let's see how this works out. But anyway, somebody purchased an invisible jet toy for their child, and when they opened the box, it was empty, and it had an instruction sheet on how to put it together. And so they're over there putting it together, but you never see anything that they're doing.
Oh, that's not a fun joke, though. Mama said,
no Gimp mobile. I don't think Gimp Batman came with a Gimp mobile, did he?
Nope. Double your fun with Double Mint Largo.
Google Largo.
Jim, how are you?
Well,
we're just catching
I think
up
the
on
lair
the
is
chat
under
there.
siege. I got power back.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. It's Zazel. I'm sorry I didn't say hey to you when you first got in, Zazel. Hope you're still around. I'm just kind of going down the chat here.
Yeah, we're a little backed up on the chat. Yeah.
There's Susudio. She says hello to everybody.
Hey, Susudio, how are you?
Retail is a whole new topic, says Rolo.
It is.
Rolo wants to know, did you get your faction car or did they steal
the friction car, right? Yeah, no, I got it here. I got it. I showed it on cam. This one here?
I'm a right-handed person, so no, it's not a left-handed cup there, Bjorn, but if you see what I want, get it.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Humble greetings to Great
Elder. Let me see. I'm gonna.
Chatbot tells you to go check out my blog spot. No Way Farm said, follow Wilhelm's advice and check out the local tractor supply.
Oh.
The only tour worthwhile was the Dinosaur Rancher, who doesn't run a ranch with dinos.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, I was shocked when I went in there and saw so many like 1/18 scale toys. I thought the cow milking station was pretty interesting. But yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad you watched that. But yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a cool little car. Speaking of friction cars,
I'm gonna build a ramp and do some jumps.
I'm seriously considering getting a vintage Road Ripper.
Yeah, with the ripcord.
With the ripcord, yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Oh, and if you want to see some cool jumps, there is an Evel Knievel site on Instagram that's always producing reels of them jumping their damn Evel Knievel stunt cycle over some wicked shit, and there's some damn good footage of that.
Hey,
Bionic 6 is something I'd enjoy seeing and come back. The cartoon has an awesome theme song and some awesome toys. I kind of vaguely remember the Bionic 6.
They kind of flew under the radar for me as well, but I'm just I like anything that's like that scale, so I'm interested in them, but they're kind of pricey.
Yeah, the show was a little goofy in my opinion. I'd rather see the original Bionic Man, Steve Austin, Colonel Steve.
Yeah,
Austin.
me too.
My God, I would love to see that. Hey,
we're gonna have to do a show about that as well with this
reboots. I saw a commercial for Magnum PI. There's a new Magnum PI show. I know, totally off subject, but you were just saying, Bionic Man, $6 Million Man.
No Tom Selleck, no mustache.
Everybody keep Susudio's dad in your prayers and thoughts.
Oh my God, Sudi, I'm so sorry.
Brick something in the house. Hey, Brick something, what's going on?
Rick, what's happening,
Bjorn,
man? How
get a
are you?
link up to Brick Something's page. You guys need to check out
Wait,
Brick
hold on.
Something. He is doing
This
great
the,
over there.
the
He
fist
just
and
hit
the
a
peace sign, or is it
goal
the
of
fist and the
his.
peace sign, or is it, which one
Yeah,
is it?
he
Am I
just
doing
hit a
it
goal of his on subscribers. So he needs all the help he can get.
right? Up,
So
Rick. Yeah, I
everybody
love
run
brick
over
something.
here after a while and check out Brick Something and subscribe to him. And yes, Bjorn, we know your stores have all the cool stuff that we like. And everything's plastics here. Late, just getting home. Yeah, you need to check out the chat above you there. There's a lot of talk here. We've been talking about not only the Motu origins, but are we satisfied with our toy collections? Will we ever be satisfied? And is satisfaction the same thing as being complete?
Well,
I'd say, yeah.
yeah, I've definitely learned I am not a completist when it comes to a lot of toy lines. One thing, some of the figures get goofy. You know, they're just scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to the Justice Jogger or some of the Motu villains that are just kind of out there. But I have the core characters for each of the different genres or groups that I like. And I've kind of started going by themes now. I've got kind of a robot shelf and a monster shelf. So I'm kind of mixing and matching. And that's how my collection evolves. That way, if I do reach a point where things seem stagnant, I just kind of mix it up and see what else I can do and see what else can fit. Hmm.
Can't
Yeah,
even
Jim, you're
find
pretty
Ken
good.
Michael,
You're pretty
walk
good
through.
about also, making the decision that, this isn't work. Like you'll take something away from the collection where a lot of
All right,
us
all right,
can't part with things. So then we
John's
get that.
just joined us. It looks like, or he joined
Oh,
us
hi.
right as
Oh,
we were
where's me to
talking
Cornbread?
about
How are you?
the ending of the Motu line. I, I'm afraid that what I'm seeing is the end of the line. Yes. Does that mean it ends today? No, no. They've got too much product already produced that they have to get rid of. Are they going to make any new product after that? Probably not. How long will it take to get rid of what they've made? Well, they've got two or at least 2 or 3 waves of figures already produced and ready to go. Those have got to be sold. They've got at least 2 play sets that they've done. That would be the Snake Mountain and Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. Those have got to go. Well, where are they going to go to? Well, they're not going to Walmart. That's for one thing. Walmart says we're done with it. Are they going to Target? Probably not. Target's about done with it
Right.
too. Now, what we can hold out hope for in both of these stores is a temporary end cap. You know what I'm talking about, Will? Where you
Yeah.
got this cardboard standee that goes at the end of
Mm-hmm.
an end cap. It's not part of any planogram. When all the shit gets sold off of it, they throw the whole thing in the dumpster and crush it, and they're done. Those may come out. We may see Mossman in Walmart on one of those because there's no place on the shelf for him anymore.
Yeah. So they just do it in one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, historically, with the original line with the 2000X, when they got to the Snake Bin, they'd kind of pretty much run the course, and that was kind of the end. And we're
Well,
hitting
yeah.
Snake Man
When you
now.
start, the other thing is when you start seeing things like Disco Skeletor and shit like that, you know that they're clutching straws. Okay, they're making repaints of what they already have molds for, and they're doing
Yeah.
that right now with this last wave. I'm looking right at you, Slammer. Captain Power Toys could use infrared or whatever tech is in a
Yeah,
TV.
isn't that something that they used? It was something like that. They had one side had like a laser emitter, and the other one had a sensor. So like you could get shot back by the TV screen.
Yeah. Radical Toy says he's got a feeling he'll be covering a lot more Mattel Creations when the retail Motu goes away. Yeah, because Mattel Creations is where they're going to be getting rid of a good bit of that stuff. Check it out. What one of those waves of figures? They didn't even announce it.
They just put them
They didn't
out.
even announce.
So
Yeah,
you
they
have
put them
to
up there.
check
Mattel
the website.
Creations. Yeah,
Okay.
they didn't even announce that. It was the same day
Yeah.
that She-Man Evil Lyn came out, or Goddess Evil Lyn, or whatever the hell you want to call it. When that thing dropped, and everybody was looking at
And do
that.
you follow like all their social media and everything too? Like Bill, you get their newsletter
Well,
and stuff?
here's the thing. Yeah, I'm subscribed to all that shit. Do I look at social media much? You guys ought to already know the
Sure.
answer to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I look at it once or twice every couple of days.
So you're
If
yeah,
you
so
look,
they're just kind of sneaking stuff onto that site. So you got to check it often if you're looking to score that stuff.
yes, we're sending good thoughts to your dad, sweetheart, and we're worried. Okay, so yeah, I hope he gets better,
Yeah,
and I know you're
absolutely.
taking as much good care of him as you can. Baloo has tongue lashor in stock there. Yeah, if you want to pay the money to have that thing shipped over from France, go for it, man. And here's the thing: a lot of that stuff's going to get dumped in Germany too, because Germany is big on Motu. So it's gonna be like wave two all over again with some of these. I think they're gonna dump that shit in Europe and on foreign markets because they're not gonna be able to sell it here because the big box stores aren't going to be carrying it. And there aren't but two left. And that's Target and Walmart. I don't count anything else as a big box store anymore. No way. It says I figured extra dose would be warranted with what you mentioned. Okay, I don't know what they're talking about. Medicine of some sort. What's Johnny Sorensen saying here? Random importers have Lashor, typical double retort, gone in 24 hours, never enough units due to Mattel.
Oh,
Sergeant Slaughter says, don't forget to hit the
oh my
like
God.
button. Thank you, Zazel.
Oh, I already did. Okay.
Bill, I had
Okay.
one, Bill, the Road Ripper. Just need the rip cord. And that's the thing. So Road Ripper only costs like $12.99, but the rip cord costs like $20 when you go over to the Evil site.
Yeah, because when you yank on that thing, you're gonna break it. Yeah, or there's a good chance you could break it.
Adam says, as much as I love those toys, the Bionic 6 cartoon sadly made no sense at all to him.
Yeah, the only thing I know about the Bionic 6 is like what I've seen from like Retro Blasting did a video on it, where he kind of he watched it for us and broke it down, but I didn't know much about it before then. But yeah, oh for sure, Brick, what's up, man? Yeah, no problem. Thank you, man. That was great. Oh, mask
And
toys in the
Radical wants
cartoon.
mask
Oh,
toys to come back. I'm surprised they haven't.
hell yeah, they would be great.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they haven't. I'm surprised they haven't. Just keep a lookout, folks, because all these toy companies they're itching to find the next big thing, and they're mining us because we're at the right age to throw these memorabilia toys out at us, and we'll go snapping them up because oh yeah, we want to relive that.
That's
Some of the
absolutely
bottom
true.
of the barrel characters are great for customs, absolutely.
They are good custom
And
products.
Ostradamus Toys has made it late, but he's here. Good to see you there, sir.
Ostradamus.
Dad Gummit says Radical
Ostradamus.
Toys. He was hoping for the slime pit and the fright zone, unless they make the Mattel creations. Oh, here's the thing.
We're waiting. No, I'm kidding.
Am I back?
No,
Am
you're
I back?
frozen. Oh, now you're back. Yeah. We got you.
All right. Yeah. So why did I buy a vintage Snake Mountain and a vintage Point Dread? Because I got a feeling that getting my hands on a Snake Mountain and a Point Dread were going to be hard. And I saw the writing on the wall way back when I purchased these items.
Isn't
Isn't
that weird that you could sometimes pick up the vintage version easier
They
than
work fine
the
with
retail
the
version in some of these newer toy lines? I just find that.
Yeah, I mean, right now the prices are right on this stuff. If you look for it and you look hard enough for the deal, you're going to find it. And yeah, I bought for all I put into that Snake Mountain. All right, so the retail on this thing is about $90 for the Origins one, supposedly in the catalogs and places that we've dropped where we're seeing it on pre-order. $90. I put about $90 into my Snake Mountain. Okay, so I'm not going to buy the Origins one. I got what I want right here, and it's vintage. And I may
Hey,
even
if
do
it scratches that itch for you, what do you need both of them for? I mean, you want a good
exactly.
play set that you could display and set up your figures on. So I think it does
Uh, and everything's plastic collectibles and reviews is up there in Canada. He says he hasn't seen any Motu Retro here in a long time. Sunman are the last ones that they've seen. Susudio's got to run. Take care. We'll see you later, hon. Glad you stopped by to
that.
see
All right.
us. All right, what's John saying here? My wife wants to go on a date. Walmart, here we
Hey.
come. I
All
thought you were
right.
going to say McDonald's.
Fancy. That's one thing with
Speaking
the
of
toy
fancy,
companies that's really frustrating is this is especially true with the big two. There's certain IPs like the Micronauts, like let me think. What's some other
who
good ones
owns
that
that,
they're
by
just
the
sitting on?
way?
To my knowledge, it is under Hasbro now.
Yeah, I thought it was.
They bought that, and the same thing with like ROM, the Space Knight. I think the Ideal company owns that still, but I don't know who owns Ideal. So there's all these great toys that could have a resurgence, but certain companies doubled up the IPs and they're just put them in the vault and sit on them.
Yeah.
And it's like, great.
Yeah. And then if something's trending or something similar trends and gets popular, then they're gonna pull them out and then do it probably 2 years too late.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yep, Dino Riders is another one like that where there's definitely a lot of folks, old and young, that would like dinosaurs.
And it seems like that would be an awesome time.
Is it my
This would have been a
imagination, or
good
did I
time to
see?
bring it up.
Is it my imagination, or did I see Biker Mice from Mars being offered for pre-sale somewhere?
They are coming back. The Nacelle company, the ones that did the Robo Force that I checked
Okay.
out, they're doing Biker Mice later this year. They're one
It
of the few
surprised me
companies
because
that's trying to get some of those lost
Yeah.
IPs and bring them back in a
Not
new
something
format.
that I'd be interested in, but it had quite a following for those
Mhm.
kids that were growing up at that time.
well,
So I'd
that
be
doesn't
interested in
surprise me because it seems like in the latter part of last year we were talking toys on here, and somebody mentioned Biker Mice from Mars. So that I think the Biker Mice from Mars are going to get their day in the sun.
Yeah, yeah. No, there's a lot of the younger guys like that, and some of the older guys too. Not John.
Yeah, and I think Ostradamus Toys is onto something as well. They're sitting on Dino Riders because of Jurassic Park.
True.
I mean, you don't want to undersell your money maker,
I'm
right?
really enjoying what they're doing with Jurassic Park, though. I love those 1/18 scale vehicles and
Well,
the figures.
I
And
don't
that
know,
is really nice.
it may not fit. I don't know. You tell me, Will, because I'm not a big Dino Riders fan, but they've already got molds for all these damn dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Couldn't they reuse those molds to make Dino Riders? Just put saddles
You
on them
would
and
think.
figures.
Yeah,
But that's
but
the
I think
thing: is Dino Riders Mattel or is it Hasbro? Because if it's Hasbro, they're a
Yeah, you
competitor.
can't
They could do
that.
it.
I mean, I don't know. What do you
Yeah,
think about those Biker Mice? In my opinion, the sales work on that, and their sector seems to be a little too close to the vintage.
I would like to see them come up with some better articulation and maybe some nice bikes. That was one thing with the original line that was kind of lacking. The bikes. I mean, they're biker mice. You got to have good bikes for them.
yeah, true.
I don't know if they're going to go there.
I haven't seen anything on that, but yeah, that is interesting. But yeah, you
And
do want to see.
Bjorn doing his job here has put a link to a site talking about the new Biker
Ah,
Mice for
awesome.
Mars Toys. So go check that out when you get a chance.
Nacelle is up and coming because not only are they rebringing or redoing these
Dino
toy
Riders
lines,
is
they're also
Mattel,
dabbling
says
into
Rolo.
cartoons as well. So they're coming back with a Robo Force cartoon. I would not be surprised if they come out
Okay.
with a Biker Mice
I
cartoon down the road.
Brick something brings up a point. Brick something's bring up a point here. They can't just reuse the Jurassic Park molds because of a contract with Universal. I'm sure those designs are considered proprietary. And
Mhm.
yeah, I could see that. I could see that. So in order to do Dino Riders, they would have to make their dinosaurs look significantly different from what they already have over there with the Jurassic Park figures. Well, the Jurassic Park figures look like dinosaurs. So how much different would you have to make them? Would you have to make them more cartoony? Would you have to make them look stupid
Yeah, I
looking?
think the Dino Riders were a little more cartoony looking. I'm not a really.
Well, now I'm going to tell you something about Dino Riders that I do know. They reused the molds for the Dino Riders dinosaurs for Cadillacs and dinosaurs, if I'm not mistaken, when they did that toy line.
Well, back in the Kenner days, they were masters of reuse. They would reuse Star Wars molds and everything
Sure.
else, and nobody said anything twice about it. Maybe the contracts are a
And
little different now.
maybe that's why they put this shit in the contracts now, so that kind of crap doesn't happen, so they can keep all the money and not, like whoever
Yeah.
owns that intellectual property, they want to keep all that money. Brick something. Here's what I think needs to happen. Read Dino Riders. Get a Ramen Toys type to make the armor and tech that works with the Mattel's dinosaurs, and even created B Studios to simulate Dino Riders. That would work if you can get away with it.
Well,
And
there's
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot
sure
of
you.
third party guys out there that could do just the
yeah.
armor.
Ramen
And
Toys is a third party. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that poses an interesting question. So when they bring back a toy line like this, and that was the comment based on sectors, um, would you prefer something like brought back as it was, or updated for the modern era, or even reimagined slightly? So let's just say those Dino Riders. I really don't know much about them, but they were more cartoony. If they came out with
Well,
a new line
they
that was
were,
called Dino Riders,
they were good enough to be reused. The molds for the dinosaurs were good enough to be reused for the Cadillacs and dinosaurs sets.
yeah, but would you prefer them to stick to the original theme and style, or would you like to
Yeah,
see
I kind of
more
would.
realistic
However,
dinosaurs with the same functionality?
kind of
Is the
like
whole
kind of
point.
like Origins. If they did, I would prefer them to have a little bit more articulation to them. Maybe keeping some play features.
Okay.
I'm all for reimagining and updates, especially if it's an older line that some of the tech is
Yeah.
dated and it needs to be brought
If
back.
only
I
we
mean,
knew
we've
somebody
seen.
with a 3D printer, Bjorn.
Hmm, all right.
Yeah.
If
Well, I'm
only
not.
we knew
I
somebody
own
with
a
a 3D.
3D printer. I'm not a 3D designer or a toy designer. There's a big difference. Just having a 3D printer doesn't mean I could wish upon it. If I rub it the right way, it's going to make dinosaur armor.
Now,
That's hard.
Ostradamus Toys says, look, they reused the Dino Riders molds for the Smithsonian Toys dinosaurs. Yes, they did.
Oh,
I remember that now
so they are
because it
realistic
was
toys.
realistic for
I
the
don't know
time.
much about them. Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
what's
I could be
Johnny say?
thinking of like Cadillacs and dinosaurs. It's like a cartoon when I'm thinking about Dino Riders.
The Xenozoic Tales, the graphic novels, they did do a short cartoon. Was it just one season? I think that was pretty
One
good.
season, and it's an excellent cartoon. I recommend it. And the figure line was good too, and it didn't last long. Masterverse Cat Saddle
Oh,
fits on the Hammond Collection Rexy for King Grayskull's mount. Fun stuff. All right, good deal
that's
there.
pretty cool. I'd like to see that. Yeah.
Have
That's
do
pretty cool.
you have some pictures of that up, Brick? Something like on Instagram or
Yeah.
somewhere where folks can look at it. Get with
He may have done a
Bjorn and
video on that over on his
yeah.
YouTube.
I've got to get over there and start watching me some Brick something, but I don't get a chance to watch my own show, much less anybody else's. It's kind of hard.
Gotcha.
But I try to catch you and Largo as much as I can, Will, and some of the others that are here in the chat. I try to pop in from time to time, but my time's so limited.
Yeah, but if you want to see some fun stuff, yeah, check out Brick's channel. Yeah, he's got some great stuff over there.
And the video, he says, and the video, yeah.
That's what I just said. Yeah, so we can check it out. Good. I'll be sure to take a look.
And Rolo says Cadillacs and Dinosaurs was a cool series. It was absolutely a cool cartoon series. It didn't last long enough, in my opinion. It
I only know that it
did a
exists.
pretty
I don't
it did a
really
pretty
know much
decent
about
job. It did a pretty decent job of translating a kind of an adult series into something for children on Saturday morning. So for what it was pretty damn good.
Yep. Well, fellas, I'm gonna head out because my internet is not getting any better.
That's
Gotcha,
okay,
So
man.
man. Yeah, it's
I'm appreciative of you for trying to stick it out as long as you have.
y'all have a good
So
night. Hopefully, I'll
all
see
right,
you in the near future.
Jim. See you
take care,
soon.
Tim.
All right. See ya.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it's
Austin
rough.
Thomas. Yeah. When we become content creators, it's kind of hard to be content consumers, right? Thank you,
Yeah,
Bjorn.
I
I
guess.
appreciate
Yeah, you get.
that. Bjorn, you are absolutely my head wrench for a reason. Thank you, sir. Uh, you can bounce into channels too. Fun stuff. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Margot's got to
it's this
go.
whole work thing, man. This work thing. Why can't we just sit around and watch videos and talk about toys all day?
Man,
Do that.
if I could catch me one of them good old disability checks like some of these folks that sit around the house and don't do shit, wouldn't that be great? But I don't know. I'm the kind of person that would feel like hell for doing something like that. So no, I'm going to continue to do the man thing and go to work every day.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good to have you guys here. I appreciate y'all showing up to the show today. It's wonderful. Today's show's been pretty damn decent as far as folks showing up. We had a pretty rotten show last
Yeah,
week, but
I missed it. I wasn't there. I had some stuff
yeah,
come up last week, but I did get to catch
I know you.
your
I know you guys. The late night
the
show.
the
Did you get?
yeah, the
I
late
saw where
night
you said you were
show.
going to rewatch that on the way to.
Yeah, so I watched it. Well, I didn't watch it, but I listened and kind of glanced over as it sat on my seat as I drove to work Monday or Tuesday, and yeah, really good stuff, man. That was really informative. I really liked
High five there, Ostradamus Toys. Thank you,
it.
sir.
Yeah, you
Hey,
guys, that was a great
you're
discussion.
still doing the man thing, my brother. You're still doing the man thing because you're hanging in there and you're fighting hard, and that's what counts. And you always remember that. There's news about the Sharks. Did you put that over there on the Discord? Because if you did, I'm going to go check that out this afternoon. Because I know that's about all that you communicate with anymore. And I try to go over there every day and look to see if you said anything to me, but I haven't seen anything recently. Oh, that's what she said. Okay, yeah. Let's go there. It's on the stream with Marcos. Okay, all right. That's over on Twitchy. I'll have to go check out. I
Well,
hate Twitch. I'm sorry, Rolo. I hate Twitch. Twitch is and me don't get along. I don't like the way it works. The chat's broken. Yuck. I don't even try to dual stream over there anymore because it screws with my broadcast. My broadcast is hard
yeah.
enough as it is without.
I don't catch Twitches often because it's I can't put it on my TV, which is probably where
I
I
can
watch the
because
majority of my YouTube.
yeah.
But
My Samsung TV has got the Twitch client in it. I went ahead and downloaded it into the
yeah,
TV. But the problem is, okay, I can see the chat, and then I can pull Twitch up on my phone and play with the chat on that. But the chat's broken. I mean, I don't always get everybody's chat
yeah.
message in either
I
place, and
like
it.
this. I like YouTube. I like the format. I'm comfortable with it. Maybe I'm just too
He's talking
old
about
for this.
Patreon. Yeah, we'll have to
Oh,
do
okay.
another Patreon. We'll have to do another Patreon. Now, I can't do it this weekend nor next weekend. Okay, next weekend I got church. You know what I mean by that. This weekend I've got too much on my plate. I've got some things I'm going to try to get accomplished. I'm going to pull an all nighter tonight.
Oh,
We're going to
wow.
get we're going to get some content put together.
Oh,
You Patreons, check out the Patreon page. You're going to get some previews and some
good. I can't wait. That
yeah,
sounds awesome.
you're gonna get some first looks at this stuff. But I'm determined that I'm going to get some content out there besides just these live streams.
That's great.
And
It's
yeah,
great. I
I'm
look
with
forward
you on that one, Nostradamus. Yeah, we all got the twitchies.
to it. That's great. Uh, and Ed Five, how are you?
Hey, good to see you. Good day, Ed Five. Glad you showed up. All right. So back. I think I finally got caught up on the chat. I was way behind there for a little while.
You
So
did. Yeah, we burned through that.
well, yeah. Once again, back to are we ever satisfied? Now, when it comes to vintage Moto, I'm not even in on that anymore. Now, will I buy vintage vehicles and play sets? Yes, because I've got so much Motu Origin stuff to the point where I'm pretty good with what I've got. Matter of fact, I went further than I thought I was going to go with Origins. Uh, when I first started collecting Origins, I thought I'm just going to collect the original 8.
And was it because they kept releasing stuff, so you kept buying? Did you just get kind
Yeah,
of
it
caught up in
was.
it?
It was for I would see something like, okay, I'm gonna get this because it looks pretty cool. But first, I wanted the original 8, and then I said, well, I'm gonna go beyond the original 8, and I'm going to get all the figures I had when I was a kid. And then I started getting some things that I never got, like the sorceress.
I think we all kind of did that, where
Yeah.
you mentally kind of give yourself these lines, or these little
Mhm.
goals, and then you reach them, and you keep going. So yeah,
Well, that's the point.
absolutely.
And Largo was talking about this when he was on. Uh, do we reach satisfaction, or do we reach the end of the line of the collection? Well, satisfaction only lasts for so long. You know what I mean by that, Will? You're
Sure,
satisfied for
absolutely.
in the moment, but then you
hmm
might say something else and say, "Okay, there it is. I'm going to get that."
I would say, I could relate to like when I was a kid, I would have my Motu stuff, I would have my Transformer stuff, my GI Joe stuff, and I'd kind of get sick of them, and I'd pack them up in a box and put them away, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'd take out the Motu stuff. I'd start playing with it. It'd be fresh and new to me because it's been sitting in a closet for a couple months or weeks or whatever. But then you'll come across something and you'll rediscover it and kind of take it back. So I think rotating your stuff out. Gojitron's really good at that. Largo's really good at that. I'm not very good at that. That's something I should
Well,
do better. But
here,
I
well,
think
here,
that would increase your satisfaction because just having it always there, just sitting
well,
there, kind of.
I, I, I've kind of learned my lesson when it comes to getting rid of stuff. No, 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 no. You don't get rid of anything. The horde back here is a test of that. I've done that in the past, and then I find myself reacquiring it
Well, I'm
again.
not even saying getting rid of it, but maybe just putting it away and like switching it out. So like you're refreshing your collection. No, no way farms. I'll never be
No,
sick of
we're
that.
not sick of
I would
GI Joe.
only temporarily put it away because like the new thing would come out. Like superpowers came out, so I got into that for a while. So I kind of push them aside, but I never really packed anything away. But I'm just saying
And
like
see,
changing that out could enhance your satisfaction with your collection because while you still possess the things, what you put out, and you can kind of get that joy from that. It's kind of how Jim does it, and like I said, I admire that he does that. That he'll change stuff out. That he's constantly updating and changing his collection. And just like Gojitron, where he's changing things out right now, he doesn't let it just get cluttered. I tend to say, no, you could squeeze one more thing in there, and then I start it with a
I'm so
display.
afraid. I'm so afraid of getting rid of the things, especially the things that I'm really, really, really in love with. That even though they're put away and I don't get them out often, like superpowers, for instance, I've got all that stuff over there,
Yeah,
and every once in a while I open the closet up and peek in there and look at it, but I don't get it out and play with it much anymore. But damned if I'm going to get rid of it, because if I did, I just have to reacquire it all again, and I'm not going through that expense again.
No, no, no,
This
no.
this the when I reacquired that stuff, some of that shit,
I know
Cyborg, I'm
that.
looking right
Yeah,
at you.
sure.
I spent top dollar for that son of a gun. $900 I spent for that
Oh
Cyborg.
my goodness! Wow, Bill. Whoa, really?
Yes,
That
sir.
is impressive. Yeah, I would never do that. That is amazing.
I shouldn't have done
Wow,
that. I shouldn't. I
wow.
had the money at
Yeah.
the time, and I could, so I did, and I did it for damn good reason. Because now it's going for well over $1,200
Oh,
complete.
sure. I mean, hey, if that's what
It's
you,
complete. It doesn't
yeah.
have the back metal
Oh,
is
it's
still
beautiful.
good. It's not
Beautiful.
worn
I
out.
remember the
The
stream
paint
when you
is
brought it
good on
up.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat that. Okay, here we go, Johnny. An army of lasers, sharks, majestic tigers, dinosaurs, and playsets will keep us satisfied for a bit. And that last part is key, for a bit.
Yeah.
And no way forgives you. He regrets selling his '90s Jack's WCW figures. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When
Yeah.
you get rid of something like that, when the time comes to rediscover it, it's gone, and then you got to go back and acquire it again. That's the kind of expense I don't want to go through again, and I damn sure ain't going through it again with superpowers. If I lose my
Wow.
superpowers collection tomorrow, I'm not ever going to be able to have it again. So I'm gonna keep
And
it.
it just gets pricier and pricier as the
Oh,
years
and,
go
and
on.
let me
Rat
give Rat
Face
Face
44
44
reviews. Hi.
reviews. Let me give him a shout out. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, my brother. I appreciate that. And if anybody else is not subscribed, please do, because I'm at like 634. I'm grinding away towards my 1,000. All of the rest of you guys have gotten way ahead of me on that, but I'm still over here working hard. So we're going to get there someday. Most of the time, I have to get rid of stuff. I end up trading it. Well, I can understand that too, but
That's a really good
hell,
option.
I don't trade anymore, because if I trade away something, then I'm going to have to get it back somehow. Uh-uh. Even if I'm not playing with it actively, even if it's put away and it's not on the front of my mind, as soon as I get rid of it, it will be, and I want to get it back again. You understand what I'm talking about, Will?
I do, but I've never gotten rid of anything, so I don't know
Yeah,
the
okay. Well,
feeling.
you're in the same boat I am. You won't get rid of crap.
Yeah,
Although
pretty much.
you did give me some Peter Parker, Mary Jane figures that I
Yeah,
really,
I
really,
did.
really
I
appreciate.
did. I
Those
did.
were those are some beautiful figures, and they're in a
Yeah.
wonderful place in my collection. And
I
uh,
tried. I
as much
tried to
as
get
much
rid
as I wanted to open them, I still haven't opened them because the packaging is so beautiful,
They
and they
did
would
do a
display
nice
so
job,
well right
though.
there in
Yeah,
package.
those Toy Biz sets did have nice packaging.
Let's see. Thank you to everybody, says Rat Face 44 reviews. And if you guys
All
haven't
right.
haven't gone over to Rat Face 44 reviews and subscribed, please do so after this show. Thank you, Bjorn, for getting his channel up there for us. I have checked out Rat Face 44 reviews. He's doing some great stuff over there. Check him out if you haven't done so. Thank you. So, Will, tell me about what's been going on with Wilhelm Toy and Hobbies. I saw your little butt went over there and did a live stream behind my back while I was working my ass off one day.
Hey, I got some time off, and I had to take that opportunity. And those were some nice boxes that I got from some really sweet people there. So I really wanted to show them off. And I'll just tell you, work's just been kind of killing me. So I haven't had chance to really do anything. So it's like work, sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep. So it was really nice to get out there. But anything fun or extracurricular, I have not really done anything. I've pretty much
Well,
just
I
been,
know. I had heard through the grapevine that you'd been going through a little bit there,
yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
sorry to hear that. But I'm glad things are looking up for you, man. I
yeah.
had you up here in my thoughts, and I was also sending a few prayers up to the man
Well, I
upstairs for you there.
appreciate it, Bill. But yeah, like all things, this will pass. So
Oh yeah, as my old man used to say, like a bowl of beans, this too shall pass.
I like that. So, but yeah, it was really good, and I feel great that I was able to get out a little early today and catch up with you guys. So that's really fun. I mean, chat is just popping tonight. and it's a shame
It is.
Largo
It is. We've done quite
is.
well. We've lost a couple of viewers here in the last few minutes, but we're still up there in the mid teens. And
Yeah,
what's all this sweet stuff going on? For life, dun 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 dun. Too sweet. Woo!
What's that?
That's from the NWO, man. You don't remember the
Oh,
NWO?
you know what? No, I was
Wolfpack.
out of it by then. No, I was out. I tell you,
You
like
wasn't
my
watch. You wasn't watching wrestling back in the NWO days on WCW. Come on,
no,
man.
no, I missed out on all of that. I was
It started
too
out good,
busy.
and then it went all to
Yeah,
shit.
that was 90s, right? That was like early
Late,
90s,
yeah, mid to late '90s when Hulk
mid to
Hogan
late
turned
90s. Yeah,
evil.
yeah, those days. That's when I kind of like I have a gap in like the 90s, and then also like in the mid 2000s to like 20 teens,
Yeah,
where I'm kind of out of it with a lot of the stuff.
WCW hit its heyday right around the time that Hulk Hogan got over there and turned evil. Then they started up the
Is that when he
NWO.
started putting like shoe polish on his cheeks instead of
Yeah,
a
yeah,
beard
yeah,
or
yeah. He
something?
became
Okay.
Hollywood Hogan. I've got a Hollywood
Yeah,
Hogan
yeah.
figure back here.
I
Yeah, he
remember
was
seeing him and
Hollywood.
going like,
He was
"What happened?"
Hollywood Hogan, the leader of the New World Order. Then the New World Order split into two factions: the white and black NWO and the red and white NWO. And one was good
Okay.
and one was bad. And then it went to crap. This all led into the WWF going into the Attitude Era.
Yes.
Which
Okay. I
I think
remember that.
everybody loves the Attitude Era, and the modern era is really crappy, and it has been for years. I can't watch it.
Mm.
NWO-ite. I was an NWO-ite. I had NWO shirts. At the time, I wasn't collecting toys, but I was watching wrestling pretty regular, and I had the T-shirts. With the NWO like Wu Tang for life, yeah,
For life. Nice. Nice.
for life. All the hand signals and for life. They would come out and flash those at the crowd for life. And then they had the wolf pack had their wolf, and they would always give each other some love by the other. See what the Brixham says. I was out too. I was in '80s WWF. Yes, it was WWF back then. That was
Yeah.
back when it was a little more cartoonish, and I kind of liked it back then too.
But that was probably the peak
Was
of my wrestling viewing. Yeah.
the best of Nitro? Yeah, the Latino World Order, the L that was led by the great Eddie Guerrero.
It looks like I'm skipping out.
There was NWO Japan. That's correct there.
I did not know any of this.
We're all skipping out. I'm fixing to skip out here.
Thanos
Copter.
How are
Hey
you?
man, what's going on? Good to see you, man. And I heard through the grapevine that Mattel is going to release in the Hot Wheels line a Thanos copter.
I saw one at the store, and I had no idea about the on my Instagram. If you look it up,
If you see that again, buy it and send it to me. I'll send you some money for it.
yeah, it was a while back, but I said I never knew that Thanos had a copter, and then I think Gojatron gave me a history lesson.
Oh yeah, the
on
four
whole thing.
horsemen.
Yeah.
For Clifton.
Mm-hmm.
The four horsemen, yeah. Was it Masters Man says, I still go watch wrestling live. I hope to make it to the season starts. Lucha Libre. Oh, yeah. Lucha Libre.
Nice, nice.
Wrestling rates are about as high as NASCAR in my book. Sorry, fellas. Yeah. Live wrestling, I can't afford it, but I can watch it on TV for free. Bjorn's a huge wrestling fan. Yes, they made one.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Hot Wheels has a Thanos copter. I want that Thanos copter. It's one of the few Hot Wheels I have. Yeah, I
can imagine
you'd get one.
Yeah.
I figured you'd be getting yourself one there, Thanos copter. Yeah, I'm going to have to get me one by hook or by crook. But yeah,
I think I saw it. I saw it at Walmart. I was just kind of
That's just the idea of that. It's just hilarious. I think it showed up in Spidey Super Stories. I used to read Spidey
Yeah, I
Super
forget.
stories.
I'm sure Thanos Copter could tell you.
Did you ever read
Yeah.
Spidey Super stories?
I don't think so.
Well, it was based on the Electric Company Spider-Man, but
Okay.
it was more Marvel stories. It used Marvel characters instead of the Electric Company characters. But on the cover, they always had the easy reader saying, "This book is easy to read."
Hey, I like easy. That would have been perfect for me when I was a kid. When I became a teenager, I became. But when I was a kid, I was like, I don't
You
like
know,
to read.
they were, and the stories in there were decent stories, and they weren't set in the Marvel universe, but they used the Marvel characters and they used them decently, in my opinion. I mean, it wasn't rehashed the stupid shit they were doing on Electric Company with Spider-Man by any means. I mean, he was Peter Parker, and they would get some of his classic villains like Green Goblin showed up, even though he was dead.
And those were
Uh,
comics or books?
they were comics. They were little comic books, regular size comic books,
Okay.
35 cents or 25 cents, whatever they were at the time. But they were called Spidey Super Stories. And they
Thanos
used,
Copter says it was one of the most ridiculous books. He gets hauled off by the NYPD at the end.
yes, he does.
That's
Thanos
pretty
goes to
hilarious.
jail.
Uh,
Sir Clifton says in the movie they gave a nod to the Thanos copter by giving him the copter blades as his weapon. It was a little
that's
Easter
why
egg.
it was so powerful. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was always
yeah.
wondering.
Yeah. Well, I think the meme at the time was if the Thanos copter doesn't show up in Endgame, I'm out.
It's probably in there somewhere. But yeah, I don't remember those. But I do remember the Electric Company and the Spidey segments, of course.
Yeah, the Spidey segment was pretty decent, and that Spider-Man costume was spot on in my opinion.
Not bad, not bad at all.
And no problem there, Rat Face. But yeah, the Spidey super stories they're worth getting into. I think they're cheap enough to buy. And but the little stories, I remember there was one with the plant master was in one of them. And the stories were simple. They were simple little stories for a kid to read. I preferred reading that type of Spider-Man story over what was going on in Spider-Man comics. But then again, I was what, 10, 11, 12?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is Rat Face saying here? Oh, Rat Face reads, that's what
Oh,
we're here
Bjorn
for.
was saying, "Hey, I gotta say, I love Bjorn's new logo. Did you guys all get a
Don't you
chance
like
to
that?
look
I
at
mean,
that?
it
Yeah,
fits. It
really
fits,
nice.
doesn't it? It
Yeah.
fits.
And
Uh,
Bjorn, who does shout outs for everyone else, just so you know, over on Instagram, he started his own page aside from his personal one, Majestic Customs, where he's going to post
Absolutely.
his custom action figures. And he started off with two really nice. Well, one was just his
I told
logo,
you
and
to
then he
promote that
posted.
on here, Bjorn. I don't know if you have already or not, but if you have that, do it again. If you haven't, do it now. Promote your new Instagram page, please, right here.
Bjorn
So
does some really nice work with custom figures and accessories for those. And he posts them
there
on
it
his
is. There it
Instagram.
is, right there. There it is,
There
right
it
there.
is.
Majestic,
Great, great.
folks.
Yep. Yeah,
Majestic
really
Customs.
cool.
Thank
And yeah, I'd like to see more from that. So it's always great when you share your stuff, buddy.
you. Yeah. And Bjorn does some excellent custom work. Some of that stuff is the kind of stuff I do. It's not big stuff, but it's the little stuff sometimes that counts when you're making a diorama. And Bjorn is really really good at that. Uh, he was making bed rolls at one time for his figures to so they when
Yeah,
they got ready to go on bivouac they could have something to sleep in. Isn't that nice?
very cool. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got his whole he's got a whole kind of
And don't forget the
post-apocalyptic
Alien
world.
Cowboys. Have you seen the Alien
Yeah,
Cowboys?
great. They're great.
Yeah, yeah, and everybody's following you now. You're gonna get some new followers there, Bjorn.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is great. That is absolutely great.
So yeah, be sure to
Uh,
follow.
Well, you know what I never did today, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put it up now as we're getting into an hour and a half into the show, is I never did do this. Put
Ah,
this up on the chat. Yeah, so that everybody could see the chat. Uh-oh. There we go. Now.
there
Oh,
we go.
yeah.
Yeah, now we could see it a lot better. Yeah, you don't have to bring them up all the time. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I meant to do that earlier today and didn't.
Oh, the Cowboys and Aliens. Yeah, that is funny.
Mm-hmm. And I like that idea. It's taking something that's already out there and giving it that little tweak to make it something unique.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. So
And to promote tomorrow evening show that's going to be on at 10 o'clock tomorrow night Central Time. I guess that's what nine Eastern.
Bill, do you have that teaser video? Because that
Yeah,
is
I do.
fantastic. Oh man, when I
I
saw
do.
that
I absolutely
short,
do.
woo, I can't wait for this show, man. This thing looks great.
Yeah, and some of you guys have contacted me. I can't remember who it was that said that they did not know who Doc Savage was. Well, when we get through, you
Oh,
will, and
you're gonna really enjoy it.
it's
He's
absolutely
a
we're looking at. Y'all check out this promo for late night with Bill and Largo. Savage had a team of adventurers that worked with him called the Fabulous Five, and the late great Stan Lee referred to him as the prototype of all superheroes.
very cool. That's gonna be great. That is really gonna be great. And I love that promo, man. Jim is a beast when it comes to that.
Jim's just good at
He's the
it.
best. Yeah.
Yes, the man of bronze. Uh, yeah, Woohoo says no way farms. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Bjorn says
And what time is that? That's at
it's at
your
10
time.
o'clock Central. What is
10
that?
Central.
11
That's 9
Eastern.
Eastern. No,
9 Eastern.
9.
9 Eastern. 10 Central. Uh, or is it the other way around? I can't remember.
It's no, it's 9. Yeah.
9. Okay, 9 o'clock Eastern time. I don't know what that is in Mountain and Pacific in Australia and New Zealand, but
But you set your notification like I
yeah,
do.
I've already got the placeholder up there on YouTube now, so you can go ahead and get your notifications. Now, YouTube notifications are broken, and something is going on with subscribers as well because I keep losing 2 or 3 subscribers, and I know people are not unsubscribing to me. So what it is YouTube is saying, okay, these are bots. We're going to get rid of them. Even if you're not a bot, they may get rid of you off of my subscriber list. So check your subscriptions. If you find yourself unsubscribed to me and you didn't unsubscribe yourself, it's YouTube doing it. So everybody go back and check your subscriptions on your favorite YouTube channels. You may find yourself unsubscribed.
It has happened to me.
Oh well, that's no problem. No way. I'm not one of these guys who takes my live streams private as soon as they're over with. Now, when I finally get 1,000 and get monetized, I may do that. But what I'll do is I'll take the good parts and put them back up so you can rewatch them during the week. But for right now, everything I do stays there available so you can rewatch it, even the really, really, really horrendous stuff. The unwatchable things like that one that I stayed up for like 7 or 8 hours.
Oh my god, I remember that. I went to sleep. I woke up. checked the
And
TV and you were
Johnny's
still
got a
on.
point. If you better set that bell to all, or you will get nothing. So that would be 1:29 p.m. now in Eternia. Okay. Yeah, I know Eternia time's kind of weird. It kind of matches New Zealand time.
All right. Yeah, that's funny.
Subscribe and read, or the majestic tiger gets set loose. With I lose and gain 1 or 2 a day. It's all over the place. Well, I found that for every 2 I lose, I gain 4. So I was at 630, and then I lost 2 and went to 627, and then I looked again the next day, and I was at 634. So figure
Really?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is weird. Yeah. Well, let's hope that, like I said, things pick up. You don't have too far to go to hit that 1,000, and
well, if let's go back to the comments. If you need to run there, Will, you can.
yeah, I guess got all right.
And I don't.
But yeah, go ahead. You can finish what you were saying. Yeah, I was just telling you, just in a couple minutes there. All right, so yeah, I got to run out and do something. Just something just came up. So, awesome
Well,
hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, Will. Life does intervene, and I'm probably gonna cut the show short. We've about covered everything I kind of wanted to cover today. If you guys in chat want to cover some more stuff, just to start putting it out there.
Okay.
Yeah, Eldor.
Well, Bill,
Eldor's
thanks for
gonna do the
having
same
me.
thing
Chat,
too.
thanks for chatting, and I'll see you
Thank
guys
you,
around.
Will, and you have a good
All
day.
right.
And tell everybody
Yep.
I said hey, and we'll see you next time, there, brother.
Okay, bye, guys.
In Soviet Russia, Lego builds you. Everything's plastic said. I was stuck around 1580 week, and I'm back. Yeah, there I just blipped. Sorry. Yeah, it's kind of weird the way that works, and like I said, I think YouTube sits there and culls your list of subscribers whether you want them to or not. Yeah. If you guys have anything else you want to talk about, now's the time to post it in the chat. If not, we're gonna say goodbye here in a minute, because we're about an hour and a half, and we did a pretty good show today, folks. Let's see. Not sure if you guys covered it, but did you see the Minotaurs went up for pre-order? No, I did not cover that, Thanos. But what we were talking about was our satisfaction with our collections. And I think the answer is, no matter how much satisfaction that we get, there's still something else out there that we want. And Miss Radical Mom says it's 11 o'clock my time. Bill, great. Well, you guys, we're gonna say good night and good journey to everybody. I'm glad y'all came in. It's been a great show, and y'all tune in tomorrow night for Late Night with Bill and Largo, and we'll be covering Doc Savage. So that's going to happen. So we'll do that. Thank you, Sir Clifton. It's always a good show, and the chat is what makes tonight's show what it is. So we'll see you guys next time. Good journey.
Special thanks to these supporters on Patreon. Without your help, these adventures would not be possible. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's adventure, please hit like and subscribe and share the video.